Hello all, hope you are enjoying chapter 2.
Right, there we go. Just check a couple of bits are all working fine here. That should be loud and clear there. Yep, that's all up and running there. Check that we're good from this end. Yep. That's all good there. Just let me check a couple of things. Yep, so we should be all good there. Check. Right, let's see what we're going to do today. Actually, before we go any further, let's have a look at the bazaar, see what's in. Right, the pyramid set's still there, that's cool. Gonna have to look at getting that one, I think. A couple of other interesting pieces in here as well, some different bits and bobs. What's that one? Oh, it's like a throne with a rug, a banner, a little tent. That's quite interesting. So yeah, that's that. What level am I on my battle pass? We're only level... we're not even at level 7 yet. So that's going to be interesting. Bit of work to do on the battle pass yet. Got some challenges to complete. And that's where we are. Oops, wrong button. I'll zoom out properly. That'll be better there. Right. So, if I get you on guard me. No, not follow distance, I just want you following. What am I doing? There we go, following. Get you.
Good evening, young man.
Hello, Angar. Good evening to you too. How are you? It's Friday once again, of course. Another week over, another weekend starting. Another look at chapter 2. And I think we're going to adventure up into the Black Keep this time. We're going to have a look at the Black Keep, and we might also go up to the Frost Temple as well while we're up here. We haven't done these yet. I've seen little videos on them, but we haven't actually attempted them ourselves yet, so I think we should be in for a treat, hopefully. Just got Delincia warming up with me. She should have all of her bits and pieces on. I'm like you, Angar. I don't normally use a single follower. I'm normally a war party person.
Cool rolling on the floor laughing.
Well, I thought for this one, just for getting through it a bit quicker and a bit easier, we'll just bring one Delincia with us. But yeah, usually I do prefer the two. This war party is definitely the way to go. I mean, she's got some decent stats. She should be fine in here. Got a couple of buffs on her, so we should do all right. But we'll have to see. Got my skeleton keys. And yeah, I saw your beginner's guide earlier today, Angar, just before the stream actually. Then when you got the, as soon as you pull the katana out, even before you realised it was a katana, I'm sat there like, yep, it's a katana. I like that one. It's a pretty decent legendary katana, that one. Especially if you put the master weapon fitting on it. It's actually pretty good. Right, where am I going here? Oh, wrong way. Right, we were down there. We need to go this way. You can tell I've been away for a week. I'm rusty. Don't know what I'm doing. Not been on here since Monday morning, so I've lost track of what I'm doing. Anyway, how's your week been, Angar? Have you had a good one? head on up. Head on up into here. Are you still going to run all the way around? Yeah, of course you are. Still haven't changed that. Here he comes. Wonderland's here. And she missed him completely. Try again. There we go. Now she's on him. There we go. Got the trusty soul spiel,
Yeah,
of course.
not too bad. Busy with kids as schools was on strike most of the week.
Oh, flippin' heck. Don't need that, do you? That's, yeah, not good, especially when trying to juggle work and obviously the YouTube as well. Yeah, been away up in the Lake District for a few days, so we weren't here from Monday. So I'd pre-done the last couple of videos that came out, especially the solo follower build that came out on Monday. That was pre-done a weekend before we went. I was kind of trying to answer a few comments while I was away on my phone, but it's not as easy. But happy to see I gained a few more subs while I was away, which was nice.
Nice.
Hopefully we can... we're well on the way to that 500 now. I think last time I checked 473, so we're not long to go. Not long to go. We're getting there. It's all just a matter of time. Gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Try and test out and check out all these new things, see what's new. But yeah, I really enjoyed that episode today. It was really well done, especially with the bosses that you chose. That was really good and interesting, and as always giving the little pieces of advice, especially to new people who may not know how to fight these various bosses very easily. What we try and do, isn't it? Like we say at the end of the day, it is just purely advice. It's not us telling people what to do. It's called a guide for a reason. Yeah, but we still get people to jump on us, don't we? Oh, you should be doing.
How's it going?
You should be doing this, or you should be doing that. But you know, we carry on, don't we? Julius, hello, nice to see you. Yeah, not doing too bad. We're literally just getting started. We're just heading into the Black Keep. We've not done this yet.
Oh,
Chapter 2, so we're going to nip into the Black Keep and check that out, and then we might go up and do the Frost Temple while we're up here as well, I think. Whoops. I went flying down the stairs, that was a bit weird. Don't see us doing a punching again, of course.
Hi Amber, how are you?
Right, so here we go. Do I need to eat some more spice food as well, a little bit, even though I've got sauce spear, I will do. There we go. Good job, Dylan's here. So, here we go. Have we got another guy in here? Oh no. Right. Let's see what's waiting for us in here now. Oh, nearly walked into him. That's sneaky. Of course, me and Dylan's here have come appropriately dressed for the snow in our snow outfits, and it is the Redeemed Legion, of course, that I'm wearing, and she's wearing the usual, or should I say, updated follower setup, which is kind of Pictish War Chief for part of it now, which actually gives her a little bit more. But other than that, pretty much the same. I'm actually going to take my time now. I'm not going to run through this like I normally do, because I'll probably get caught out.
For those tracks, grinning face. Are you checking out every room?
Yeah, I'll definitely try and do that. Yeah, I've not been here. Obviously, I've seen videos on it, but I've not been here myself since the update. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to come charging through here like you maybe once did now. Who's that? Come on then. Now, why is she not attacking when he's hitting? There we go. Cute. Right, let's Have a look. Nothing there. What's in here? Gold dust.
A dungeon without traps is not a dungeon.
That is very true. That is very true, Julius, yeah. It's more like a dungeon now, isn't it? It definitely is more like a dungeon now. You can't just run through this like you used to do before. Well, you could, but it'd be rather silly to just run through. What feels... I'm not bothered about half of this stuff because I'm not actually using it at the moment for the benefit of these streams, but on my regular playthroughs I would obviously take it. But I am liking that the loot has been improved in chests. I don't know what you guys think, but I definitely think it's a lot better than what it used to be. You can actually get some pretty useful stuff now, especially for a new player just starting out. You get a lot of loot early on.
Much better.
Yeah, definitely is, isn't it? Don't think there's much more here. Can't go this way, nothing there, so that's cool. Let me know if this is a bit dark for you guys as well. I can turn the camera up a bit, or I've got a glow stick with me if you need it. I know it does get a bit dark on YouTube with certain things, so just let me know if it's too dark or not. Oh! Yeah, walked straight into it. Pff, almost. And actually, have I still got my thingies on from the start of the video? Yes, I have. I was doing some testing earlier. Didn't turn God mode off. It's alright, is it? Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's try and trigger it. Yeah, if you came in here in light armour or medium armour, they'd shred you. You'd know about it walking into them. Okay, what's behind door number 1? Oh, hello. Nice one, Delencia. What have we got in here? Yeah, why not? Bit of gold and silver. I actually, today while I was just playing for fun, this afternoon while I was thinking about what to do tonight, I actually did a level 4 purge. And yeah, wowzers, is that interesting. It's definitely different to a 1 and 2. But I think you said it, Angar, as well, a few people, if you're going to attempt the purge for the first time, definitely only go up to level 2, because it's yeah, rather interesting. Now, I think it's this I want to stand on. I don't want to tell her to stop because of her. But if we watch here... Oh, missed. Ouch. Yeah, that hurt. I'll try that again. Oh, lucky I dodged back then.
Did you see the changes in the Frost Temple?
No, Julius, I haven't actually. Well, I've seen bits of it, of potentially what's happened, but I was thinking rather than exploring it myself, I thought, you know what, I'll wait for the stream. We'll start off with the Black Keep, something nice and easy, and then I think while we're here, which I'm sure we'll have time for, we'll head up there and have a look at the Frost Temple as well. Now, this is one thing that's a little bit with me. In the wall makers, you've got a little lip on the wall that you can kind of jump down onto to then drop onto the floor, whereas here you've literally got nothing. So it's, no matter how you try and jump down, it's going to potentially hurt you a little bit, but that wasn't too bad, luckily. What have we got in here? Nothing new by the look of it. Just see that on the floor. Sure you guys have seen that many times.
Armor schematics and T4 bearers / dancer seem easy to get with a level 4 purge. Single full stack of gold bars.
Yeah, that is very true. I actually got a tier 4 dancer in I did 2 runs of it actually, and I got her in the second purge. I got I think it was a tier 2 fighter and a tier 4 named dancer. forgotten the name now. Somebody, the seductress, whatever her name is, I can't remember her first name. But managed to get her in that one, which was interesting. There are some other interesting named fighters as well that I'm hoping to eventually get from those cages, which would be nice. Did we check in here? We already checked in there, didn't we?
The seductress.
That's the one. That's the one. Thanks, Julius. Yep.
I
own it. Yep. You know, they can't just give them simple names, can they? Yeah, they have to give them interesting names. I'm checking everywhere now. I don't know if that's a jump plate or what. What have we got? Some more gold. There's a heavy coin purse. Some more silver and gold. So it looks like it gets silver and gold pretty good up here now, which is pretty interesting. We shouldn't be too heavy at the moment, but let's just give you that and that. You can just carry those a minute for me. I do have it.
Usually spawns in the den.
That's right, yeah, I was trying to think, where's she from? Iona the Seductress, I couldn't remember. That's it, yeah, the den, yep. She's a, is it Dogs of the Desert? So that's supposed to be a doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. More bits and pieces again. I'm not going to take any of these, like I said, because I don't really need them at the moment, but it's handy that there's a lot better things in here for somebody who was coming through here now to actually need.
Next to the hand of the maker has a guaranteed dancer spawn.
Oh, Rico, yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yep, yep. And then there's, is it 3 bearer spawns in there, if I remember correctly? I think it's 3. So one to the front, one a bit further in, and then one to the top right, I want to say. It's a while since I've been to the den, I don't really go there now. Come on, Delencia, where are you? Is she fighting something somewhere? Where's she gone? I'm here talking away and I never even noticed that she'd disappeared. Oh, she's there. There she is. I've never really had that on before.
Hunter's view.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, of course, Hand of the Maker. Yeah, it's alright. I've not been on for a few days, so I've been away on a little...
You can get Iona and Sade alive there too.
Oh, nice, cool. Yeah, I've not been on since Monday morning. I've been away for a few days, just in the UK for a little break, but we've been away. I've not really been on much, so I'm...
Is there anything you can do with Anvi and Tabulos anymore?
Oh, that's a good question. Put this on a minute here, because I know it goes a little bit dark. Oh, pooh, that's sneaky. And that. Luckily the Redeemed Legion gives you a bit of armour, so you don't get hurt too easily. And again.
Don't think so.
Oh, sorcerer spell page there still if you need one. I don't need it, so I'm not going to pick it up, but that's still there if you do. I'll take a drink. Don't really need spicy food in here, so I'll pinch one of her old pieces of food. He's using the pork rinds at the minute. Missed. So I don't need to worry too much about giving her the exquisite stew back again. She's using the pork rinds. So 2 of you. You get that guy. Okay, you'll get them both. Go on then. Oh yeah. See? In with one follower, although you have to wait for them to heal up or heal them up. It's alright if you want an easier run. A bit of fur on that guy. Some frost lotus, bit of steel. get some interesting. Oh, there we go. Goldstone and some silver dust. So that's quite interesting. Gold and silver is definitely a lot more easier to obtain now than it was. Ah, radium gem wall torch. So instead of making them, there's already one there. How good's that? Alchemist decor. There we go. Grey lotus seeds. I don't need them, so I'm going to leave them. But yeah, grey lotus seeds. Purple lotus powder. Black lotus powder. Blooming heck. You can get everything there. Yeah, interesting.
That's a pretty good chest.
Isn't it? Yeah, definitely. What's this got? Sturdy bowstring, shield frames. A little bit hardened steel, like silk. Yeah, it's definitely an improvement on the loot. Definitely, it makes these places more worthwhile coming back to now. Don't think there's anything else there. Right, so let's carry on. Two lots of spikes here by the look of it. Can't trigger them. Come on. No. There we go. Through.
Have to admit, the ability to convert treasures into as much as 500 or 5,000 gold coins is a bit overpowered.
Yeah, it possibly is. Yeah, possibly right. It could be, I suppose, in some people's eyes. I suppose another way to look at it is it's good for. We're taking minimal damage, so I'm not too worried. It's probably good for people who don't want all the big treasures around the base, even though they've been out and found them. If they don't want all those big pieces laying around that are potentially easily grabbable by the Stygians when they come to attack you. So it's, I can see what you mean though. It possibly is a little bit OP, but then there'll be people who'll think it's also great, like I say, for the fact of if you want to turn your big treasures that you found into gold and silver. But I suppose if you had the gold and silver for jewellery crafting, for example, if you're using outfits for yourself or for your followers, it's probably a good way of getting yourself some gold and silver quite easily. So it's good in that sense, but I know what you mean. Of course, everybody's going to have their different opinions on that side of thing, and everybody is entitled to their opinion, of course. Like a lot of people like no followers, so no thrall following them, or friends as we like to call them. Some people like a 1 follower build. I typically use a 2 follower build. Well, I've normally got 2 followers with me, but just because we're having a bit of a wander through, I didn't think we need 2 this time. I think 1 Delincia should be able to handle everything, seeing as we're exploring, but typically I will use 2, especially if it comes to relic hunters that are still pretty okay to use. They're not as great as they used to be. They do have a bit less HP, but if you put them in some decent heavy armour like Stygian Soldier, for example, that gives them a good boost to their agility, and then you can give them the Cut Grouper. Is that the right one I'm thinking of? Let me just check. Yeah, the Catfish's strength, so the Grouper would be agility, and then a not Black or Grey Lotus, that's strength. Elixir of Grace for agility gives them another 15%, so that's a 30% agility boost. And then if they've rolled in decent stats, you could level them up in agility, and they are still pretty decent. I've got a couple that I run on my agility build with me sometimes that have both got katanas. I'm going to try and get the Graceful Knight again a couple of times and give them both one of those as well eventually. They're both using Star Metal katanas at the moment. So I think once I can get the Graceful Knight again a couple of times from the dregs, we'll probably give them both one of those so that they've got legendaries, because of course when followers use any sort of weapon, it doesn't take durability or anything like that. Even the skeletons drop better loot now. So I've actually got one that I just got myself the other day that I use on my solo agility build where I don't even have any followers with me. That I sort of came up with, sort of mirrored off a couple of other people that they'd made. And obviously just bought my version of it out. Everybody has their own versions of builds and different things and ways of doing things, but we're all playing the same game and being a community and getting to know each other. It's all about helping each other out, isn't it? And giving tips and advice, and this is what I like us as creators coming to you and saying this is what I find works, try this. And where did you come from? See what people think, you know, about different things. It's not a you must put your follower in this now or you must do this with your follower kind of thing. It's just purely a case of showing that this is what I've tried with a lot of testing, this is what works for me. It might not for you, but try it out first. I mean, take my super follower build for example. I find that really OP and really good. Yes, granted that follower won't survive in a purge, potentially, because they do only have just over 2k health on normal, and then they have a little bit more when they're following me. But obviously, let me just see, let's go back the other way first. I don't have them around when I'm doing the purge because the less people follow me, they just get absolutely murdered. Probably even though they do already hit hard, they are quite squishy for that type of thing. So I don't tend to really use them for that very much. Nothing in here. Let's go get our key. But yeah, if you haven't seen that video, it is there on the channel to check out. It came out on Monday. See what you think of it. Like I say, whether you're a no follower player or whether you're somebody that likes War Party as I typically do. So it was something new for me to have to bring out, you know, a build where it's a single follower with the plus 20 and everything, as opposed to my usual War Party builds that I would use. It was a little bit different for me, and like the solo agility build, that was an interesting one for me to do. Because typically, like I say, I do like having the followers, and especially two. But occasionally now I've been trying out this single follower situation and see what we can do with it. But yeah, that's why I said to people in that video, you know, try this out for yourself, let me know what you think. You might like it, you might not like it. Everything's worth trying, I say, you know, at least once. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know, solo agility build might not be for you. You might prefer to have followers, you might rely on followers. I used to rely on them a lot. I try not to rely on them as much now. Even if I do have them following me still. I do try and be the one to do more of the fighting if I can. Unless I'm going through dungeons like this, then obviously I will kind of get them to do a bit more. But in regular combat, as we call it, I will try and do a bit more combat myself. Because that is the idea really, aren't they? We are supposed to be the hero ourselves. Don't know what anybody else thinks on that one. Whether you guys think the same or whether you think different. Oh, now I remember this. Who did I see doing this? You could get absolutely ripped to shreds trying to get to these. Let's see. Is there anything we want? That's a silver bar.
I watched your video about heat and decided to upgrade my epic freebooter armor to Shield Godbreaker.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If that's what you like, and you know that's what's comfortable for you, and that's the particular army you like, then it's all about, like I say, just advice and showing people options that are out there, obviously.
240 armor to 1,400.
Yeah, it's a bit of a jump, that, isn't it? That's a bit of a nice jump, that is. Yeah. Like, I did my Trying to think what it was on now. I had a comment on one of the videos from somebody, excuse me, about with using that armour for that build, where I was using the High Coranian, and somebody was saying about the Skelos Cultist, well, the Cultist Master, would that not be better? Stat wise, it potentially does give a bit better option, slightly, not a huge difference, but armour wise, that didn't hurt too much luckily, because it's a heavy armour, and I think the Skelos Cultist Master is only a medium.
Yeah, I wasn't interested since it was heavy, but got as much weight reduced as possible.
Yeah, that's the best way, yeah. I'd just use that one, the High Corinian Raider, because it's a heavy armour rather than medium. But yeah, you could get away with Skelos if you're a bit more of a confident fighter and you like using medium armour rather than heavy. If you use the Master armour plating rather than the bulk plating, I used to use bulk plating on my armour sometimes with the armour reduction on my chest and legs. And I saw a video from, I think it was Whack4863 a little while ago, and he was suggesting that you're better using Master armour plating for yourself, but then...
I wish the Shield Godbreaker didn't have lower armour values than the normal one. And as a bonus, the helmet is a gas mask, and the boots repair your weapons when you get hit.
Right, so that repairing then, does that still work then? I keep hearing different things on that with the boots, that some people say they work, some say they don't. I've never really known what's going on with that, but yeah, it does seem unusual. Like, you think chilled Godbreaker, it sounds a bit more upscale than the regular.
It still works.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Good to know, Julius. Yeah, you kind of think, don't you? Chilled Godbreaker sounds a bit cooler, no pun intended, than the original. So you'd think it'd be better than Godbreaker, but actually Godbreaker is better. Like when I was doing some testing with their armour, I was trying the Pictish Warchief gloves, but when I was swapping those, even though they're heavy, between those and the Godbreaker, just armour value and stat wise, the Godbreaker was still better. But then she's only using low level at the minute now, just for her setup temporarily, but she's going to be using the she's got the Hyperborean because I need to upgrade her yet, but she will have the Pictish Warchief leggings and the Pictish Warchief boots eventually. I have had a few comments of people talking about the perfected heavy stuff, and I have had a look at them, and yes, they are good, because the armour value of the perfected heavy armour, obviously the armour value is ridiculously high, which is great. But with my builds especially, if I'm trying to focus more on strength, I want to get as much vitality and strength and then armour into my followers that I can. Smoku, good evening, nice to see you.
I just wanted better armor for the volcano. Now I don't need Nismorn or ice and don't even get hot.
Oh, that's perfect.
Hey Smokers.
Also, the name's just slipped me, let me remember.
How is everyone?
Not Helmet of the Brute. I've just got it today and it's in a chest back at base. It's a medium helmet that's heat and cold insulated. Gives you a full bar of cold protection. Not Helmet of the Brute, it's the other one. I've forgotten its name, but yeah, I noticed. Dragon Scale, that's it, thank you. I tell you, what would I do without you guys? I tell you, I'd be lost. I'd be hopeless, wouldn't I? Dragon Scale, that's the one, yeah. And it's only a medium, but it gives you a full bar of cold resist. So that's pretty decent. If you've got a medium armour set, but the armour you're wearing isn't necessarily... Oh, nice. We must both be using that same mod that we don't even get on console. Either that or Chrome's just being nice. Yeah, I did talk to him nicely before I started, but we'll have to see. Right, so next bit. A lot of spiders in here still that are all just deciding whether they're attacking or not, which it doesn't look like they are. Oh yeah, now they're coming. There we go. We'll block your attack. We'll get to after you.
Howdy, howdy all.
Hello, nice to see you. Good to see you, good to have you with us. Hope you're well. Sorry if I don't catch your name quick enough. I'm just not as quick on the reading the chat while I'm obviously playing, so do bear with me if I don't see your name straight away, but welcome. Nice to have you with us. Hope you're well. Just so you know what we're doing, we're just doing a run of the Black Keep at the moment. Just seeing what's new. We've not been up here in chapter 2 yet. So I thought we'd do this one. We did the Warmaker's Sanctuary last week. Oh, there we go. Some medium gems. Take those. So yeah, I thought we'd do that today, and then which we should have time still, well then, while we're up here in the north, here at the Black Keep, I thought we'll head up here to the Frost Temple and go and check out what's new in there as well. So apparently a couple of things have changed in there. Oh, yeah, I don't need to jump up to these, do I? No. Right, what's that? I have another treasure. That's handy. Not bothered about the golem parts, so those are the bits. No, we don't need anything there. Not all of them, just those. Let's go around here. Oh. What's those? No, not so bothered about that at the minute. Not so bothered about those. What have we got in here?
Let's see how many trophies you get in Black Keep, rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, yeah. I used to be a lot quicker through this dungeon. I never used to take my time like this, but there's that many traps and things in here now. You've just got to be so careful. I'm trying to keep an eye on my drink and stuff as well, so that we don't get too thirsty or hungry. Well, we're getting to the main bit now, which is cool. Okay, so I'll put the torch on again, and just so it brightens it up a little bit. I know it can be a bit dark around here, just so you guys can see where we're going. Pulling my weapon out, I don't need to at that point. Right. Are you here, Delincia? Yes, you are. Right, let's see how Delincia goes on against our old friend up here. The Kinscourge. She should do fine because she's got a mace on her. Which is... Now, I don't remember, correct me if I'm wrong, did he always aggro at this range? Or did he always just take a bit longer? Because I don't recall him aggroing at that range. Oh, he's doing a special, so I'm going to get out of the way. That would hurt if you were near that. But yeah, is he always aggroed at that point as soon as you turn that...
The age of dismantling bench is low. I think he does.
Right. I just couldn't remember previously when I used to come up here whether I could stand in that corner and he didn't see me straight away or whether it was just me, but... Look how quick she just took him down. And just so you all know, that's my combat settings. So it's only ever so slightly higher. Only ever so slightly. Yeah, 50%. I think that is obviously than what official servers are, but that's just because the server that I play on, my server obviously is a slightly boosted beginner friendly server, just to kind of make it a different experience for newer players to have a look at. So I don't want to crank it too high because we don't want to make it too easy. But let's hack that guy up. What did he drop? Anything any good? No. And then Tears of Two Races. The heart. Not that there's anything else there that we can drop. Yep. In case there's anybody new, at one time you used to have to click on this tablet, and there was a tablet in that back corner, and one at the other side, and you had to click on all of them to learn all the Silent Legion and Redeemed Legion armour, which is this one. Obviously it doesn't look like the white suit that I'm wearing. That's actually the Zingarian freebooter dyed in a white, just to kind of make it look like a slow snowsuit even. That's just for the appearance on the Thaumaturgy bench, but it is the Redeemed Legion, which is the better version of the Silent Legion, and you learn that by clicking on here. As you can see, we've learnt them all there. Now originally, like I say, you had to click this one. Oh, hello. Come on then. Where are you? Oh, there he is.
Curse you!
Yeah, you had to click on that one, and then you also had to go all the way around the back here, and then if we run up here, I think there used to be one in there, but there's one still here, so you had to click on this one as well, and as you say, it's just, see there, it's just showing us everything again. But now in chapter 2, if you come to the side of these big statues, don't know what you call them, but the big statues, so one at this side, you've got a chest here, and I'm not even going to say that name, but you can all see what it's called. Yeah, so I'm not going to pronounce it because it's YouTube. I don't want to get demonetised or when that time comes, or get in trouble from YouTube before I've even started getting paid for what I do. And then come on. Yeah, that's the one. The little B. That's all we're saying. And to the left of that statue, you've got another one. That Capitan Shield. So, and as you can see, if I go into first person minute, the chest actually. That's another way of putting it on, guy. Yeah, yeah, the polite version. Yeah, yeah. The chest do look slightly different now. The image on the front looks slightly different, but you can see with the lid and the different lines on them that these are now like the legendary loot chests. Some of these are actually still obtainable around the world from the world bosses as well. I know Angar mentioned that in his beginner guide earlier on that I saw today. If you don't know Angar and you haven't seen his channel yet, do go check him out. Very much worth a watch. Very, very useful information, very enjoyable content. And also there's a stream on a Sunday at the minute, 8 o'clock UK time. Do pop in and say hello. I'm sure he'd appreciate the support.
The brick bar steward.
Yeah, yeah. Like whenever I'm doing new playthroughs now or anything, I'll look at the wheel of, we're not going to say the last 4-letter word, but it's now what we call the wheel of friendship.
Hello, Angar.
I always call it the wheel of friendship now. And then the friendship sticks to the truncheons, of course. And so yeah, if we come around to this other side, another statue once again, there's the tablet. You don't need to interact with all of these, because the front tablet will teach you all of them. But once again, we've got another chest, Balpator's razor, and then if we come around this other side, another tablet there, but again you don't need to read it. Last chest, and this time we got Bessie's bow. Very cool. Right. So there's multiple ways you can get out of here. So rather than us running all the way back through, and obviously taking a lot of time and having to fight everything again,
Soon as chests in Black Keep then.
Yep, that's right, Julius. There are 4. Yep, 2 big statues at either side of the back of the room, 1 on either side of it. So 2 on the left, 2 on the right. So you'll need 4 keys in there. Since we're doing this live, I'm just going to hopefully jump to the right area. And yeah, this even happens on console where you're floating in midair as well. Oh, now we're on the ground. Just excuse the map room. This is a map room that we have on our server for players to get around the map a lot easier. But we are of course now once again up in the north still. So I'm going to take a piece of that, and if I show you on the map, we're just up here far north, just to the left of the volcano. So if you've unlocked the obelisk, you would come in from the obelisk, which is just over there. You just sit on the hill there. This map room wouldn't be here unless someone's put one here, obviously, but you're coming from that obelisk there. And we are
forgetting to bring keys to the dungeons.
Oh, I know. Easily done, isn't it? You get all the way there and they're like, oh, I didn't bring any keys with me. I don't know if you've seen any videos on the Warmaker's Sanctuary, if anybody's seen those or even been through it yet. But the Black Yeti... That's true, Julius, yeah, keep them on you. Where you used to be able to look through that frozen wall before you went into the Warmaker's Champion, and you could see the Black Yeti that was stood in there. If you've got your pick with you, you can actually break that wall down and he will actually come out and you can actually fight him. He doesn't drop a key, but he does drop a few bits of loot, and I think there are a couple of loot chests in there as well. But before him, if you fight the undead dragon, that will drop a key, and there is a chest, so a legendary chest in that dragon's room as well, that you could unlock. That will give you an extra, and then when you get to the final boss, there are six.
I don't take it out anymore.
There are 6 chests, so 3 either side of the door, so like 7 legendary chests total. One you can get, even if you're only going with 6 keys, all you need to do is kill the dragon. You'll get another key, kill the dragon, open its box, and then you've got your 6 left for the boxes at the end. So yeah, this is the Frost Temple, and in here we should have some nice big tall friends to say hello to. Hello Big G. Say hello to my little friend. Nice and easy. Let's see, these guys are still dropping interesting things, so some stutter wraps, bits and bobs. That's handy. Bit of black ice, some ice if you run out of a drink, but bear in mind if you drink up here you will get cold, so then counteract that with your spicy food. And you've got a tablet here, so you can learn that one. Then there should be another big guy here somewhere. Oh yeah, there he is. Just be careful if you get hit by these guys, because if they hit you they will give you what they call cold snap, which will make you get cold very very quickly. So like, especially when they're doing that axe swing like he did there, you definitely don't want to get hit by that, because that cold snap is not very nice. Some more stutter wraps, black ice and ice again, arrows, different bits and pieces, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I should say pretty good in here, shouldn't I? Saying pretty cool sounds like I'm trying to be using puns because we're in a cold place. But yeah, got to be really careful when you come in here, especially when you go down these steps, because it gets extremely cold. So if you don't have good armor on, you are going to get extremely cold really quickly. As you can see, we're quite cold, but because of the, if I put the shield away a minute, we should be pretty good at the minute because of our food that we've just taken, and we're wearing the full Redeemed Legion. But obviously over time we're going to start getting, when that's away, you notice there it says I'm cold, or if I pull out Soul Spiel that goes away again.
Anyone else been having lag issues lately?
I've been having a little bit smoky on console, yeah, a little bit. I've been getting it a little bit at times, yeah. I think as well it depends if you play on privately owned servers, where they allow people to just build stupidly big buildings, and it just causes a lot of lag, to be honest. That doesn't help. Now, oh yeah, he's coming. I'm going to say he growled and then stood there. I didn't know if he was deciding whether to attack or not. And we seem to have aggroed as well, which I think is new. Now that shouldn't give me cold snap because I'm blocked in. Oh, no we haven't. I thought we'd pulled the other guy, but we haven't. I think we got away with it. And of course he's falling back down the stairs. Pretty much same stuff again. Yeah. Bundlings here.
You picked the wrong fight!
He did indeed.
The cold in here be overcome with food and drink alone.
That is very true. Yeah, there's a lot. They drop a lot of food, a lot of drink. That is very, very true. They do drop a lot. And black ice and whatever. And now if you're looking for black ice, if you come down these stairs, you've got all of this here. All around the back.
Suffering on my single player. In my base I dropped a single digit FPS.
You've got all this black ice in here, there's lots and lots of it. Oh, that's not good, Smoker. Yeah, on single player especially. That's a bit...
I don't think you can with only food and drink.
Black ice greatsword. I'm not going to take these just purely because I don't need them. That's a trophy. A bit more bits and pieces, but yeah, especially if that's happening on single player, that's very...
You need at least some cold resistant armor.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, Julius, you do.
Depends on your grit rando.
But obviously, yeah, if you got lucky and you loot a legendary chest and you managed to get this shield that I'm using now, which is called the Soul Spiel or Soul Spell. As you can see there, decent durability. It's gone down a little bit because I've been using it. And cold insulated literally just means that if I keep that in my hand, and I go to my stat sheet a minute, we scroll down to the very bottom here, where you can see, where is it, temperature. With this armour on and this in my hand, I've got a full bar of cold resistance. So I've been in a little bit of trouble, but realistically speaking, I could have this shield in my hand now, take all this armour off and still run around in here. Not that you would want to do that, but you could literally have nothing on and just have Soul Spiel in your hand and a bit of spicy food, and you'd probably survive in an emergency situation. So let's say you, I don't know, you just somehow lost all your stuff, or you managed to get back to your base but you didn't have any more armour, and you got yourself a bit of spicy food out of your fridge, another weapon, and you just fortunately had this shield spare to get back in here. You could potentially run back in here to get your loot again. It's pretty doable. Not that you would want to come in here without any decent cold weather armour on, because yeah, especially at this point now, it does get extremely cold. Bear with me 1 second. So yeah, you would want some decent cold resist armour in here, especially here now. Obviously I'm not showing up as cold or anything because I am wearing the full Redeem Legion. What do you want, Big Chi? Yeah, thought as much. Don't you try and kick me. So more black ice and stuff again. Concentrated, I'm not going to bother about that because I've got the pure aloe. But yeah, at this point you would get extremely cold. I mean, even if I just took my helmet off a minute to drop my resist down, even though I've got Soul Spell in my hand, I'm cold. And if I pop it away, as you can see there, look, you've got my Glutton for Punishment kicking in because I have that in my attributes, because my health's dropped because I'm extremely cold. So that's even just with the helmet off, so if I took everything else off, we'd be in a little bit of trouble. So what we'll do is head up here to where I believe another area. We've got this guy here. There is also more black ice under these stairs as well that you can farm out, and it'll also give you regular ice as well. So this is a really good location to come to if you're stuck for black ice and you're able to get up here. You just get a decent amount just off these guys. So we'll go down there in a minute. We've also got this side. Has anything changed down here? Let's have a look. Because this room's always been empty. Oh, hello. You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
I eventually got both sets of Godbreaker armor. No more food needed, no more shield either. New resident here.
Yep. Looks like they've got a new resident. Don't know how tough he is, but sure to our young lady Delancey here will be... Oh! Have we pulled him as well? Or is the giant just coming? No, we haven't pulled him yet. Here coming. Come on then, Big G. Come on, Delancey. Oh, yeah. Now the thing is this Yeti a boss?
This guy killed me. Take him out.
He did he? Well, we'll have to avenge that. This guy killed you, did he? Well, we'll have to do something about that. I'll get you out of the way. I like how he very kindly...
Avenge me.
Oh, with pleasure. With pleasure. Young Delancey here will... Yeah, growl at whoever you want, pal. Meet my friend.
Die!
Come on, Delancey, get it together.
God take you!
There. Taught that guy a lesson. Only drops hard and ding it, but there we go. Chop him up. Oh, look at that. Potion of bestial memory. We don't need them. I hate dropping stuff a lot of the time usually, but just while we're doing this for experimenting reasons and testing reasons, I don't need all this lot. So we'll make sure as well that I don't... Why can I hear somebody else growling? Ah. That was that guy. Let's see you still stood over here, young man. Well, two of you, I should say. Went down like a sack of spuds. Why does that look different? Put his head on a spike. Yeah, definitely. Taking out one of my community members, how dare he? That's terrible. I don't know if you've been in here yet, Angor, but I'm sure if Angor comes in here sometime, he'll do exactly the same. What's this then? No, nothing. Thought there might have been something because it looked a bit different. Oh, chest. What have we got? A bit of gold. No, don't want anything else. Oh, there we go. What's he gonna give us?
Legendary chest in the middle of the room.
Yep, got it. El's drinker.
Revenge.
Yep, revenge is sweet. Revenge is sweet. So that was definitely different. Now, because he's a Yeti, you could probably hack him up and get some, excuse me, fur off him as well.
Served extremely cold.
Yeah. Excuse me, having a drink of my coffee. Right. So that was that one. Let's go get the...
In a previous playthrough I switched off building limits and put red dragon heads all around the red mother.
Oh, that sounds very cool. Very cool, Smoker. Yeah. Yep. Yep, we go in there. just going to come and dispatch the boss man first. I don't know about you, but does that beam remind anybody of anything? There's a couple of things I can think of there. It reminds me of the Sky Shards of Elder Scrolls, if you've ever played that before. Or it reminds me kind of the beam of light that you see when Thor's summoning the Frostgate. What's it called? The Bifrost. Just when he's about to do that. That's what that reminds me of a little bit. Maybe that is Thor, the fact that it keeps disappearing. Because he is a giant, so you never know. Let's try and pull these one at a time if we can. Come on, are you coming? Yep. There we go, Grundle insert. If you hold the shield up, you can see easily there, you can quite easily block those attacks when they do them. You're never going to get thirsty in here, all this ice around, I tell you. Have we pulled him first? Okay then. Grundle insert. I'm going to get him behind and see if we can. Ouch! Yep. That hurt. Luckily it didn't do me too much damage, but... she's dealt with him, so she's up to that guy. So this is the beauty of having a good reliable follower with you. Or as I would normally say, and I'm sure Rangar will agree, having two great followers with you. It's amazing.
He sounds more like Hulk though.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Very true. I don't have very much. So yeah, then this here. You can't really see very well at the moment because it's frozen, but if we come around behind here.
For me a frost giant guardian. Frosty Smarch.
I like it. Yeah. Oh, what have we got there? Black Ice War Axe. So you do get some interesting weapons from these chests now, which is nice. But also, put the tablet there so you can learn all the Black Ice stuff. Check around here. Check we've not missed anything. It's a bit of a quicker dungeon to do this one. Doesn't seem to be any traps in here, which is, I nearly did it again, pretty good, I'm gonna say. And then if we get the, as you can see, not very easy to see just back there, but you can kind of just make out a big throne where he'd obviously normally sit, but he was obviously feeling a bit chilly today, so he didn't want to sit on his cold throne. So anyway, that is that. I'm gonna eat another piece of food again. And of course, even though all this time we've been in here, this guy has of course respawned again, which is interesting. I don't remember them respawning that quick, but he'll disappear again just as quick as he respawns, so there we go. And we'll go down this side this time. Lots of black ice in here again, as you can see, both on the left and right. So if you need a lot of black ice, you're going to want to come here with a friend or a clan of 3 or 4 of you, ideally, with a couple of followers each or a couple of bearers each, and your horses, and you probably wouldn't even be able to click.
Get when you carve up these giants for parts.
What do we get? This is with a pick, so we'll see what we get. This
seem much faster in chapter 2.
Yeah, they do. So that was with a pick, and he just kind of gave me a bit of ice, some feral meat, some thick hide. So you do get a bit of thick hide from them. If you skin them with a skinning knife, you potentially get a bit more, so they kind of give you a bit of thick hide
With
more than
2
anything.
bearers you fill all slots with black ice.
Yeah, exactly. You'd soon fill up, wouldn't you? Because there's a lot of it. A heck of a lot. Now, this is a little bit that you kind of want to watch a little bit in here.
Cool. Thanks.
No problem, no problem. As you can see, there's 2 guys over there, but this is a little bridge, and if you're not careful, if you fight them on here, you could get knocked off the side, and you could die if you fall down there, but also there is a dragon down there, which you can kill. I'm not sure if it drops a key or not, I can't actually remember if that one does, but there is a dragon underneath if people didn't know. So what you want to try and do, ideally, of course it's going to aggro them all, but if you want to try and bring them back over this side. Gonna get surrounded by them all, but we've got to see get them from behind. Yep, she's taken out everyone else, that's good. And they're down. So yeah, rather than fight them on that bridge, you want to try and bring them over here where you've got a bit more space to work with. Certainly your followers can handle it a bit better as well. He's dancing all over the place. More black ice. More gold. More black ice. Yeah, ice and black ice. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a thin bridge this. I have actually been knocked off here in the past, and yeah, I think I did actually die. You can actually get down there. As I say, there is various ways to get down there, and there is a dragon down there that you can fight. Probably not really worth going down there to fight it. It did used to be very buggy, where it would disappear with like under the ice. You know, it would go down under the ice, or it get stuck in the ice in the sides, and getting your follower to follow you down there is also a bit of a pain as well. So personally, I wouldn't really bother with it. Another chest here. Just all your various bits and pieces again. Black ice malt. But yeah, as we were saying, this is the forge. So as you can see the flame behind, but you can't really see it. So you just have to kind of look at the side here, and then you should get the pop-up that will show you there. And of course it shows you all the different bits that you'd need there. So to make this, for example, so the black ice bit, you're going to need some insulated wood, a bit of black ice, and also some alchemy.
You have to get really close.
Yeah, you do. You've kind of just got to get really close to it. So yeah, you'd need some alchem, some black ice, and some insulated wood. So you'd want to bring that with you if you're going to make your black ice weapons and tools. But yeah, you kind of look at it here and you can't really see. So if you kind of come to the side, see how it's doing it there, and kind of look down a bit.
The recipes have changed.
And then yeah, you can see all those there, and yeah, of course.
I thought they shut it down since you can get black ice weapons from mods.
Yeah, I thought they may have done that because you get the black ice drops. Another chest here, and once again, bit of ice, black ice, some black ice arrows, a black ice spear. So not really much around here again in the way of loot or anything. Bit of a, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but possibly a way to get down. But yeah, there is a dragon down below that's you can fight, but it is quite clunky, so I wouldn't personally bother, to be quite honest with you. And it's very cold down there again as well, so you'd have to be wary of that. But that is pretty much the Frost Temple. So we've now done the Black Keep, and we've also done the Frost Temple. So that's not bad
then
going.
It only changes the Yeti then.
Yeah, it looks like it. Just the Yeti, and with the I can't remember the two giants are always in there, but yeah, it looks like it. It's the Yeti that's in there, but everything else pretty much looks the same still. So not huge changes in here. Has anybody got anything else that they want to mention, or anywhere they want to have a look at that you want me to go check out? Happy to go and check that out while we're on and have a look. If you've not seen it yet or you want to know something about it, we can head over there, let me know. We can either take this one young lady with us, or I can quit.
I came in here with a ton of hardened steel arrows. Was really disappointed.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know if anybody's seen it. If you watch United Gamers Authority, for example, somebody I follow a little bit as well, he was always saying that hardened steel arrows were kind of the OP thing to use, but it seems like, damage-wise, that star metal arrows are actually the best now. So you're actually better with star metal arrows. I was using hardened steel all the time on my agility build as well, even though I only really used it for pulling people. Yeah, it seems to be that. Double whammy. Nice one, Dalencia.
I use Serpent Man.
Oh yeah, you could use, yeah. And then you've got the arrows from the set religion as well, haven't you? The snake arrows.
All that demon blood.
Yeah, and you've got the snake arrows from the set religion that are pretty good. My archers on my purge base have got snake arrows at the minute, and certainly at the lower level people up to level 4, they were, even at level 4, they were with the snake arrows, they were one-shotting most of the people as they came around the corner, even the guys with a little bit of armour on. And I was quite surprised really that even at level 4 we were getting people with sword and shield, for example, in like, I suppose it looked like the black hand armour, you know, so like a light armour, and they were taking a couple more hits to kill.
Used to craft black ice arrows with hardened steel arrows, but it changed now.
Ah, right, got you. Yeah, I was getting a few people even at purge level 4 with light armour on, so like the...
Well, Doom did one-shot Valyria with one, didn't he?
True. Yeah, with light or medium armour on, so they were taking a couple more hits to kill, but then there was NPCs running in with the purge with literally a weapon and no clothes on whatsoever, no armour, no nothing. Even at level 4, and it's like, what are they hoping to achieve? Yeah, you've got guys with armour running in, and then guys with literally no armour. If you've got decent defences in your base, there's